Hi, welcome to Yoga and Wellness with Deb. I'm Deb. This is a 30-minute Yin Yoga video that focuses on the upper back, shoulders, and chest. In this video, you'll find some wonderful stretches and some mindful breathing techniques that you can use to relax with anywhere and anytime. This video was inspired by my dental hygienist who stands and reaches forward all day. And maybe you have a similar job. Maybe you sit at a desk at a computer most of the day. Maybe you do a lot of driving during the day. Or maybe, like so many of us, you have an electronic device in one hand and your posture looks something like this a large part of the day. You'll need 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't have 2 blocks, 2 throw pillows will work just as well. Comfy clothes, a mat, and enough room to spread out. With that, go gather your things and I'll see you on the mat. We'll begin right here on our backs. Roll carefully to your back with the knees bent and place your hands on your belly. Softly close your eyes and just breathe in and out. Maybe contemplating what you're grateful for today, or maybe your intention for the rest of the day. Feeling the belly rise as you inhale and fall back down as you exhale. Softly and quietly breathing in and out. And now place your heels directly behind the sit bones, about a hand's width distance from your buttocks. Palms down by your sides, knees in line with the hips, and press the hips down. And then press the low back to the floor and lift the hips just a little off the floor. Press down again, and then up. And one more time, pressing down and up. And ground your feet into the mat, scoop the pelvis up and lift for your bridge pose. Hips come all the way up. Keeping the knees aligned above the ankles, keep the gaze straight up and the neck long and supported. Slowly lower the hips, massaging the low back on the way down. Relax the lower back and the hips on the floor. Rise to bridge again. Walk the shoulder blades in towards the center. Interlace your fingers and open the chest. Knees and toes aligned. Neck is neutral. Think about drawing the sits bones to the backs of the knees. And then unclasp the hands and lower the spine slowly to the floor. Carefully bring both knees to your chest and relax the low back and chest, softly holding the knees. Ground your feet on the mat. Shift your hips to the left side of your mat. Lift your neck and shoulders, upper back to the right side of the mat. Extend both legs to the right side of the mat as well. Then reach your arms long overhead, or you can clasp at the elbows with bent arms. Shoulders and hips on the mat, relaxed and down, making a C shape for your banana pose. If you'd like to deepen the stretch, cross the outer side of that IT band, you can cross that outside leg over the top of the right leg. If you experience any tingling or pain, release the shape and come back to a straight line and relax there. Breathe into the side of the body, breathing in and breathing out, stretching the deep muscles and the superficial muscles of the back. Wonderful stretch for the mobility in the shoulders. Wonderful stretch for the IT band. Relax and breathe. Release the arms and rest them by your sides. Uncross the leg and walk it back to the left side of the mat, and then your shoulders to the left side also. Breathe for a few minutes, allowing the spine and the muscles to recover in this place. Bend the knees then, and we'll shift to the opposite side, bringing your hips over to the right side of the mat. Let's start in a straight line again. You can straighten or bend the legs, your choice. Just lie in a straight line for a moment. Bend your knees, ground the feet, and lift your neck and shoulders, up or back to the left side of the mat. Extend your legs and place them to the left side of the mat. Bring your arms extended over your head or crossed and holding at the elbows. You could deepen the stretch if you like by crossing now that right ankle over the left, keeping the hips grounded and flat on the floor if you can. Shoulders also down. Breathing in and breathing out. And then release the arms and rest them by your sides. Uncross the legs and walk them back to the right side of the mat and your shoulders to the right, bringing yourself to a nice straight line again. Bend your knees and plant the feet on the floor once more. Shift the hips to either side and roll to your side so that you can come up to table. Hands under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Neutral spine. From here, walk the hands forward, keeping your lower body where it is. Continue to slide the hands forward and drop your head and chest towards the floor. You can also clasp the hands and bring the prayer hands up behind your head if you like for a little extra tricep stretch. Breathe and just notice that nice stretch in the spine, the chest, the shoulders, and the abdominals. Now you can always leave those arms extended out without the bend, or if you need to release some of that stretch in the triceps, just go to the extended arms again. Release the arms if they're behind your head. Use your hands then to come back up under your shoulders and come to table pose. Then just extend the legs and lower your chest and hips to the floor for Sphinx pose. Place the forearms on the mat, elbows under your shoulders, palms down, hips pressed down and into the mat, and the tops of the feet firmly planted on the mat. Push your forearms into the floor, keeping the head looking forward and slightly down with a neutral chin. Now, if this is too uncomfortable for you or too much arch in the low back, you can walk your elbows forward or come all the way to the floor with just your hands on the floor and resting your head on that pillow. This pose supports the natural curve in the spine. It opens the chest and gives space to the lungs so that we can expand them, and it promotes better breathing, better posture, and can alleviate shoulder tension. Carefully bring your hands to the center on the mat, making a pillow with your hands, and everyone rest your head on that hand pillow. Let your shoulders relax where they will and focus on your breath, just relaxing the entire body. Eyes closed, focusing on your breath, breathing in and out. as an option, if you'd like to, bring your arms around to the sides and behind the back. Clasp the hands together. Press the shoulder blades down and back, opening the chest. Nice breath in. Nice breath out. And then unclasp the hands and the arms back in front of you for your little pillow. Lift your head, elbows and forearms to the mat. Lengthen the spine and bend your right knee and bring it to the right side of the mat. Pelvis facing down, inner right thigh towards the ground, allowing gravity to gently pull the inner thigh towards the mat. Take some nice slow breaths in and out. The gaze is forward, chin is neutral, back is long, the forearms are on the mat, palms down, and elbows directly under your shoulders. Just relax into this pose, allowing the hips to sink down towards the mat, allowing gravity to just pull you there, not pushing, not pulling. Now you can move your hands in again and place your head on that hand pillow. Or if you like, you could straighten the arms up over your head for a bit of a chest stretch and shoulder stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Just focus on your breath, noticing the rate and rhythm. Clearing your mind and allowing yourself this time of quiet. If the day's to-do pops in, just acknowledge it and let it go. Allow yourself this time to refresh and renew your mind and your body. And now bring your forearms back to the mat, press it to the floor and lift your chest. Bring that right leg back in, and we're just going to extend the left leg exactly as we did the right. Pelvis heading down and towards the floor, forearms on the mat, palms down, chest up, chin is neutral. And again, you have the option to come down all the way to the floor, lowering the chest if that's too much back bend for you, or you have any pinch or pain in the lower back. Notice if anything feels different, and just notice how you're doing and adjust it if you need to. Breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing into the stretch. And then bring the elbows in again one more time. And rest down on the floor if you like, or you could stay up in the posture. And I have another optional chest and shoulder stretch for you, and that is to bring the arms below the back and just clasp at the elbows, really opening up the chest and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Hold as long or as little as you like, but get a nice stretch in that front of the chest and your shoulders. Just enjoy the stretch. And now release those arms and bring your forearms back to the mat. And lift the chest just enough to bring that left leg in. And then push into the hands and your shoulders to come all the way up to table pose. Widen the knees, big toes together. Let your bottom sink back towards your heels. Reach the arms out in front of you and drop the chest between your thighs. Now you could have your thighs really wide to the sides of the mat, or you could have them a little more narrow. Find what works for you. Arms are extended forward, palms are down. Keeping the body long and soft. And while we're here, let's do one of those mindfulness relaxation techniques with square breathing. In square breathing, you'll take a breath in to a count of 4, pause for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and pause for 4. If you feel any discomfort in doing this breathing pattern, just go back to your regular breath or take a breath in and extend the exhale just a little longer than the inhale. Let's begin by taking just a normal breath in and out on your own. And then breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in and out on your own, at your own pace and your own rhythm. And now lift your head and walk your hands in to sitting position. You'll need 2 blocks for this next pose. Place one block the long direction behind you and the other at the higher level for your head support. Carefully lower your back down so that the first block is between the shoulder blades and the second block a little higher to support your head. You can see above the block placement for the first block at its lowest level and the second block at mid-level to support your head. Both positions, you can have your knees bent or straighten the legs out. Your choice. Allow the shoulders to fall over the sides of the block and open the chest, stretching the front of the chest. Most importantly, find what works for you. Focus on your breath. Soften that space between your eyes. Soften your cheeks and your jaw. Focus on your breath, breathing in and exhale out. Soften the shoulders. Let them sink down and towards the mat, just gravity pulling them, not pushing. Soften your back and your pelvis and allow the legs to just relax. Now extend your arms out to the side and make a big T with the palms up. Soften the arms, bend the elbows, as much or as little as you need to, and allow the shoulders to fall down even a little further. Now, if you feel discomfort in the chest or the sides of the arms, just bring your arms a little bit closer to your sides and find that point that feels best for you. Now it's just as important the way you come out of this pose as it is the way you come in. So carefully bring the arms back to the side. Bend your knees and plant the feet on the mat. Use one hand to support your head. Lift the head, use the other elbow and hand to push your way up to sitting. I hope you enjoyed this today. Peace be with you. And I'll see you next time.